When it's time for adventure, it's time for Superman. Alexander Salkind presents Christopher Reeve and Richard Pryor in Superman 3.
Superman, the 1979 film, laid the foundation for the superhero movies that rule today's box office. 2 years later, we got Superman 2, which I think was an even better film. Because the first two films were so good, it only follows that the third film will be just as good, right? No, I was wrong. Superman 3 was really a mixed bag. Instead of great villains like Lex Luthor and General Zod, we got a bumbling Richard Pryor. And even those who are fans of the series must admit that the third installment was kind of the beginning of the end. But it didn't start out that way. The film's producers had conceived of Superman 3 to be a big-scale, grand action picture in which Superman would face off against the classic comic book villain Brainiac with the help of his cousin, Supergirl. So what went wrong? How did Supergirl become Richard Pryor? How did Brainiac become a supercomputer? And how did Superman 3 go so wrong? Well, just give me a few minutes of your time, and let's go back and take a closer look at what Superman 3 was supposed to be. Now, in creating a first draft of Superman 3, producer Alexander Salkind wanted to put a new spin on the characters from the comic book. So this film version will begin in Argo City, where a young girl named Kara escapes from her world of inner space into the world of outer space. Lost in the vastness of outer space, Kara's ship lands on a mysterious alien planet, where she is rescued by a creature named Brainiac. Brainiac finds her and raises her as his daughter. Over the years, Brainiac teaches Kara to use her powers. As Kara grows older, Brainiac's love for her changes from a fatherly love to a romantic love. Kara, however, rejects Brainiac and soon abandons his planet and runs away to Earth. Now, back on Earth, a lot has changed since the last Superman film. Since actress Margot Kidder did not want to be the female lead of yet another Superman film, her character of Lois Lane will be seen leaving Metropolis to take a reporting job outside the country. Now, both Clark and Superman are alone and depressed, but it's not long before Clark's old friend comes to work at the Daily Planet. She is a girl named Lana Lang. Soon, Lana Lang begins investigating sightings of a strange flying female who seems to have all the same powers that Superman does. Lana even gives this girl a nickname, Supergirl. Wanting to meet what he thinks is a fellow Kryptonian, a lonely Superman befriends Supergirl, and soon their friendship develops into love. But Superman's happiness doesn't last long, as Brainiac arrives on Earth looking for Supergirl. Using his superior intellect, Brainiac is able to accumulate a vast amount of wealth and power. After he locates Supergirl, he discovers her love for Superman. Out of jealousy, Brainiac creates a machine that affects Superman's personality. Now here's where you start to see traces of the film version of Superman 3 that audiences would eventually see. Now, under the influence of Brainiac's power, Superman slowly begins to turn evil. Controlled by Brainiac's machine, Superman becomes violent and leaves Supergirl in disbelief. As Superman's behavior becomes more and more erratic, the people of Metropolis actually turn to Supergirl and ask her to protect them from this evil Superman. Now, it's here at the midpoint of the film, and the midpoint of the film would feature a battle between the evil Superman and this good Supergirl. A battle that Supergirl loses because she refuses to hurt the man she loves. But suddenly, Brainiac appears to Supergirl and offers to free the Man of Steel from his control, under the condition that she be his bride. In order to save Superman, she agrees. Soon, Brainiac takes Supergirl to his hidden fortress, which is a castle located in Earth's medieval past. Now free of Brainiac's control, Superman can then rescue Supergirl. But it turns out the deal he made with Supergirl was just a ruse, and that Brainiac has released a creature from another dimension to destroy Superman. The creature is a mischievous man named Mr. Mxyzptlk. Now in this version, producer Alexander Sulkin had imagined actor Dudley Moore in the role of Mr. Mxyzptlk. So, now free in our dimension, Mr. Mxyzptlk wreaks havoc all over Metropolis, including sending Lana Lang and Jimmy Olsen back in time. Under the guise of Clark Kent, Superman strikes a bargain with Mr. Mxyzptlk to take him back to the medieval's past and help him do away with Brainiac. Once in Brainiac's lair, Superman tricks Mr. Mxyzptlk back into his own dimension by getting him to say his name backwards. At this point in the movie, Supergirl and Superman join forces in an epic battle to destroy Brainiac. In the final version of the film, the battle with Brainiac became a battle with a giant supercomputer. Brainiac's machine that turned Superman evil became a piece of strange kryptonite. The Supergirl storyline was lost completely, and she was relegated to her own, and I think, rather mediocre film. I don't know whether this version of Superman would have been a good movie, but it seems more ambitious and at least more creative than the movie we got. Thanks for listening. Please post comments below, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.